C4 Waterman proudly presents part 1 of the stand-up paddle surfing division at the 2008 Steinlager Shaka Longboard Surf Series. It's a windy morning here at Sunset Beach, and the waves are coming in at about 7 to 8 feet. Let's get things started at round 1, heat 1, with Brian Keaulana out in the water. Nice cut back, laying back on that paddle. This is a stand-up paddle surfing contest, so you gotta use the paddle to score some points. That being said, you gotta remember to hold on tight to your paddle, as Brian demonstrates as he goes head over heels. If you lose your paddle, then you're up a wave without a paddle, and that's not gonna score you any points. And here comes Nate Burgoyne on the outside, taking on some of these waves. This will advance him on into the next heat. Brian and Nate are the advancers. Look at Brian pulling him tight and getting shot. Candace Appleby found out quick. A strong paddle is what you need, so she trades an old one in for a C4 paddle. Heading out to heat 2 in round 1, Leleo Kinimaka on the inside, ripping up some of these waves. Guy's stuck to his board with super glue. This guy wishes he had super glue. Keikoa Uemura laying out on the beach, one of our endangered endemic sea creatures. It's our Hawaiian monk seal. This is a mama seal, and she's pregnant. Look how big her belly is. Cute little thing, yeah. All right, back to the action. Dropping down a double overhead wave, it's Keikoa. Picking up some points and moving him on into the next round. The winds were quickly shifting offshore, and they were picking up throughout the day. I asked Candace about how the conditions affected her heat.
The conditions are kind of rough today, but it's a good workout. My legs are feeling it big time.
How's that wind?
Oh, the wind is intense today. Definitely challenges your waterman, or in this case, waterwoman skills.
Bad always leads to good, always leads to good, always do good.
Moving on to heat 3, Dave Parmenter out on the horizon battling the winds, getting blown off the back of this wave. Next wave eats his board, check it out right there. Yanks a strap, breaks it off. Dave Parmenter makes a valiant effort, paddles up to his board, ties it off. Meanwhile, nobody's catching any waves. He's got enough time to still score some points. Gets it all tied up. Probably used a double half hitch, triple overhead knot. Meanwhile, Alec Cook out there on the horizon, taking off on a giant 12-footer. That's a 12-foot face. Rough whitewater, catching up with him. Looks like Alec Cook lost his paddle on that last wave, so he's pretty much out of the competition unless he can get inshore, grab that paddle from his friend, and get back out there like Dave Parmenter did. Already taken off on a wave, scoring some points, moving on into the next round, proving that a broken leash doesn't mean a broken heat. Kamuawai also scoring big in this heat, getting some waves from the way outside, stroking hard to keep up with the speed of the wave, and it pays off. This is a long ride all the way into the beach. Catching up with Dave after his heat, I asked him about his effort to recover his board, tie up the leash, and get back out there in the water. He seemed to think it's nothing but the G thing. That's the way it's always been since the beginning of time. Well, the beginning of surf time.
That's nothing in the early years. Everybody, guys would go out and swim 10 circuits like that. Ian Cairns would have worked off a winter's worth of chocolate cake.
Nice job, Dave.
Thanks. Oh, I can't believe that.
How about some sights and sounds from Heat 4, Round 1?
This is Red, Nolan Martin. Nice bottom turn coming around. Out the back looks like white. Ned Snow.
Also in the heat, advancing into the next round, Kai Salas. He's been scoring some big points in the stand-up paddle surfing circuit. He's already a pretty predominant name in the professional surfing world. A lot of pro surfers are switching over to the sport, and a lot of young surfers, such as Nolan Martin, are really taking off on this sport and excelling.
If I'd taken just a little bit of time to get to know you, I would have spent a lifetime worshiping your boots. But as time goes by, the feelings wander. As time goes by, love dilutes. I was too young to...
The midday sun's burning off those early morning clouds, and it's getting sunny out. So Kapono takes the opportunity to go in for some shade, getting the only cover-up in the contest. Nice wave.
Wings push the air a little closer.
Along with the brighter sun came heavier winds. Look at Liam Wilmot barely making it off the top of this wave as the wind rips apart the lip. Our youngest competitor in today's event is Slater Trout, C4 Waterman team member, tearing it up. You may have seen him last summer in the Queens Beach contest at Duke's Ocean Fest. Can't believe it's already heat 6, moving right along here. It's Ikaika Kalama in his trademark trucker hat, trucking right out of that white water, laying a mean cut back there. On the other hand, Scotty Fong getting run over by the white water. Making a tough navigational trek through the insides here at Sunset Beach, Ikaika Kalama moving on to the next round. And right at the buzzer, Scotty Fong Jr. moving on to the next round too. And if you want to see more, you got to see part 2 to see the highlights from the Shaka Longboard Surf Series at Sunset Beach, brought to you by C4 Waterman. Visit c4waterman.com for all your stand-up paddle surfing needs. That's c4waterman.com. I want to give a big mahalo to the Matt Argyle Band for providing the music for this episode. Please support the bands that support this show. Aloha. All right.